Morning folks. I'm going to assume you can see what's going on here so I can bring you that. Look at that sky, my goodness. Welcome my friends to what is, as you can see very clearly here, a busy London City Airport already. Lots of departures to come. I have another one on arrival. Just got an internet issue on one of my other devices at the minute, so I'm hoping you can see everything. Got another landing to come. I won't miss that, don't worry. Resetting this connection and seeing if that helps. Sorry we're a little bit late. Must admit the time just got away with me there this morning. Right, we'll assume that will work in just a second. Let's switch over to the other device and look at the sky, man. That's so beautiful, isn't it? Morning Paul, just going to update the graphics now. Should have the right date showing in just a second. A little bit behind the curve this morning, sorry folks. Doing also, let's have a look now, go there, your channel. With you in just a second folks, let's just catch this. Passing canoeists doing their thing this morning in this wonderful city as an embraer, I think, just casually storms past. It's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. LCYT, the registration of that one, there you go. Eventually wins. Right, nothing on approach for a bit. We have this other, I mean we'll show you that there, but we also have these amazing arrivals into Heathrow as well, which we've got great views of. That's there, I think. So let's swing this round. I'm just going to make a couple of housekeeping adjustments to my setup here. If you don't mind bearing with me. Fail. Right, let's just see where we're going this morning. See if we can get some internet on this other gadget and get on the chat. That's better. Right. Lots of departures this morning, but as they leave, more come in. So we got it all going on. Aribus, good morning. Emma, good morning. Love Aviation, good morning to you. And the 13 other people, look at this. So sorry. Amazing scenes now, as you can see. Heathrow traffic as well. It's beautifully coordinated. Now, it is pretty early, so thank you for joining us already, 12 of you. I can't quite believe that, you're all early birds. There's another arrival on the way, let's bring that in for you now. You know, when you're in a new location, things are always slightly on the back foot while you kind of get used to your ranges, etc. Let's have another view of that stunning sky this morning. Absolutely stunning. And what can I tell you about this one? Paul, in terms of 18 degrees, it probably will be at some point. Let's put it that way. It's like a stopped clock. It's right once a day, maybe. I think the weather's expected to stay like this all day. I think it's going to be a little bit more grumpy than this later, but I think and hope that we've got lucky on this one. Inbound is Geneva. It's an Embraer Praetor 600, registration 9 Hotel Lima Foxtrot X-ray. That's what you're seeing right now. There is a particular sort of BA type they fly here, I believe the Dornier 328, and I'm really looking forward to seeing one of them in person, as it were. Amazing looking plane. You hear the occasional sound of runners doing their things, and boat teams being shouted at. Paul, if you're still watching, I'm struggling to get full monitoring today. Can you tell me if the picture is stable? Or anybody else, in fact, for that matter. Look at this, Travis. Virgin on its way into Heathrow this morning. And just while not much is going on, let's show you this wonderful skyline. Sorry we're slightly wonky on the angle here. It's the way I've set the thing up. There's the Emirates airline. Don't know if you've ever had a chance to go on that. A little bit scary, I found. That's probably just me though. Do you know, I'm thinking, while we've got a second, I've gone for this position this morning, which is propped up, and I might just step back actually. Bear with me folks, I'm going to just quickly deal with this while there's not much action going on, because I think it would be better all round if, let's just, let's do it this side. Let's boost up a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm just going to rebalance. Otherwise you're getting this kind of wonky shot everywhere, which is no fun, is it? Another one just lining up for approach by those things. Lined up on approach, I should say. Paul, fantastic. Thanks very much. Appreciate your communications. Call him the executive producer. So the airport is massively busy. I think we'll see a flurry of departures because we've got to make room for more of these inbounds. Super angle down to touchdown, and then some quite magnificent braking. And that must feel absolutely amazing on the plane. Look at that beast. Look at that. Right, end of the runway. Obviously it's down there. I'll keep my eyes open from now on, I promise you. Goodness me. Can't believe I missed it before. I will get on the chat in just a second. I'm just trying to sort out a viable way of being able to see my screen, so sorry for the delay, folks. Early for all of us, isn't it? Blimey. Sound of the rowing boat coxes doing their thing this morning. She's not taking any nonsense this morning, is she? What's happening here? Just trying to work out if anything looks like it's going to push. Let's have a look down here. Is that the one that just came in, I think? Nothing on approach at the moment. Does make you wonder where they'd stick it, if there is in fact anything. Good morning, Chris Caputo. Nice Wookiee howl from the Swiss. Absolutely. Simon Kirby, good morning. Long time no speak, Simon. Hope everything is good. Missed you on the channel, and lovely to have you back. It is an absolutely stunning morning here. I do have an apology to bring you because I've given you incorrect information as well. I did incorrectly say on the stream yesterday, if you love this airport, as I know many do, then you would be able to catch it this afternoon as well. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately for Chris, he's away on holiday. The guy who normally does the streaming here, SDTV, make sure you got them subscribed in your and signed up to, but he's taken a well-earned break. I just spotted on Twitter last night or Facebook. So in fact, you won't have an afternoon stream like you do, but every Friday, apart from this Friday, don't forget to tune in, because you will see these sites and you'll see the afternoon tea time rush, I suppose you'd call it, and it's just absolutely wonderful. More Heathrow action. Right. Do you know, I just end up doing so much setup and messing around, you don't actually stop to take stock of the amazing things that you can see here. What a stunning location. So unsuccessfully trying to find a place for my iPad here, it is like almost comical. Yeah, all good here, Simon. This is just the last little hurrah for a weekday stream, as I'm returning to full-time work on Monday, so which is obviously wonderful news, but also I shall miss doing this during the week, as it was quite a nice little time to do it, but everything moves on, doesn't it? Still completely unsuccessfully finding. Perhaps that'll work, perhaps that will work. Wanted to start early this morning so that we could catch these first few arrivals, but also, like as you can see here, look, there's going to be a flurry of departures. If there's any 380s go over or anything like that, I'll swing the camera around, I promise, into Heathrow, of course. So your departures today, looks like the next one will be the 7:15, because that's obviously on time, isn't it? Followed by the 7:35. So there's a 7:15 to Ibiza, there's a 7:35 to Rotterdam, Luxair to Luxembourg, 7:35, 7:45, 7:50, 8:10, etc. So we've got loads. I'm just starting up here. No. Right, BA, sorry folks. There's so many there, it's almost impossible to work out who's doing their thing. I think it's these folks. Let's have a look. Are they pressing buttons? Yes. Some really exotic destinations out of this airport, isn't there? Like, you think it's all business flights and things. We've got Mykonos left earlier. But yeah, like, what can we do with this plane? I'll tell you what, we'll just chuck it here. Don't mind, first I'm just going to shift over again. My ankle still looks on the wonk here. I can't get my head around that. Maybe it looks okay on the stream and it's just the monitors on the wonk. It's just me on the wonk. After yesterday's stream, I lost my mind. Right, okay, let's... now no, it's definitely this one. Lima Charlie Yankee November, the registration of this BA. This one is off to Rotterdam. And I know that you are all singing the song in your head, Vienna or Rome, etc, etc, etc. But no, it's definitely off to Rotterdam, I can promise you that. So they're going to taxi down to the end of the runway and come storming past us, probably well airborne by the time they pass us, I would imagine. And we'll climb out over the iconic Canary Wharf skyline, which is just looking absolutely beautiful this morning. So if you like your water sports, you are well catered for here. Haven't seen anybody swimming yet, having said that. The wind is not too pronounced from my point of view here, but it's definitely cool. Daniel Watkins, good morning. How's it going? Just to give you some perspective, not too far to go. Geneva service is starting up. Well, I say that, but I reserve judgment on that. I think that might just be the inbound that's just reconfigured their system. Looks like pretty much immediate clearance. These folks off to Rotterdam. Enjoy the noise here, folks. We've got a building right behind me that just reflects that noise back in. It just sounds amazing. Simon, you're right. The sky really does look beautiful in person and on camera. Those first thing shots were even more intense. Absolutely beautiful this morning. Look at that. Another departure via the moon, isn't it? What on earth? And then another great kind of demonstration of how the air traffic is just squeezed perfectly here. Obviously wildly different heights there, but love it. Gary Carter, good morning. As we say goodbye to that one, another one's starting up. We're also, let's just show you this wonderful skyline this morning. Look, Emirates Airline, as we said earlier. City already quite awake, but waking up further. And of course, loads of people work in this region of town. Once a point where that wasn't the one of the very few things you could see over in that direction, and now it's just loads going on. So there's lots to see here today. Funky shot. Now an industry term, Simon. Just to see how busy it is this morning. Just a moment there. The Ibiza, which is late, and the Geneva. Sorry, the Ibiza. Forget the Geneva because I'm pretty sure that shouldn't be showing, unless there's one hidden behind that building there. But the Ibiza is definitely going to be on its way soon. just going to excuse me. I'll put that a bit higher so you can hear me. Can't get the words out this morning until I haven't had my breakfast. KLM looks like it's ready for action as well. So you can expect a succession of departures. Yeah, there's a large bunch of bankers in that building. So, Tyler, when are you coming back to Bristol? Next weekend, Tyler, I think. Just got to check the diary. And then there'll be a small gap because I've got a little holiday coming to Italy, which is rather unexpected and pleasant, so I'm going to enjoy that. Looking at an Embraer 195 STD, sorry, 190 STD, the registration is Papa Hotel Echo Zulu Mike. Don't have a destination on this one for you, but I would almost be willing to put money on the fact it's going to Amsterdam. And then I wonder whether that's going to be first out. It does look more ready than the BA, so I can't see any sign of movement at the moment. Anyway. It will all play out before us and you will not miss a thing, don't worry. Also have a arrival to bring you as well, which I guess will happen before anything else. The arrival is an Embraer 190 SR from Belfast. It is the BA inbound, Golf, Luna Charlie, Alpha, Bravo. Like I said, doing its thing as well. Don't worry, you won't miss the arrival. Ah, right, so the other BA that's on the move is here. Anyway, let's bring you the inbound. Show you these beautiful skies once again. So Tyler, I'm actually on a 737 because I'm going from Gatwick with TUI. I thought I might even end up on the 737 MAX, but it wasn't to be. Looks like the 737-800 both ways. If it was from Bristol, probably be guaranteed a MAX, but it's from Gatwick. Just because we like to add a bit of complication into our journeys. Let's not use our local airport. Yeah, catching just a little bit of wind there. Lots of startups now, as you can hear. Ben, good morning. Just came across your YouTube channel. Thanks very much. Appreciate your kind words and welcome. Staggering numbers again for me this morning. Folks, if you're new to the channel, I guess you know what I'm going to say because we all say it, but it makes a huge difference if you can press that subscribe button. It won't cost you anything, but does wonders, absolute wonders for us here at the channel. This is a bit of an outing for us here at London City. We were at Stansted yesterday as well. We've got a couple of hours from there if you want to go back and look at the previous streams. So this is a bit of an outing for us, normally at Bristol Airport, and every weekend you will see a stream from Bristol Airport, which is a busy airport, perhaps not as busy as this, and when it's at its most mega. But yeah, plenty going on, plenty to see, and often quite challenging weather at Bristol. Oh, thank you, Chris. A380 in the big and hold might come over you. Okay, fantastic, thank you. So the KLM is waiting at the end of the runway, which will come into view in just a second. I think it's Helvetic. Yeah. Helvetic, isn't it? I think it's Helvetic. I'll just double check. You know, when suddenly your airport's not familiar to you, you're not used to all the different airlines. There's the KLM, it's probably waiting patiently. BA down without fuss. Let's have a look in mission control here. Right. KLM departure. One second, folks, 1 second. What is that? Is that the beast? Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. It didn't come that close, to be honest. So you missed too much. Right. KLM for departure. I've made everybody completely sick with that pan. Sorry. Here we go. Anguso, good morning. Sheila M, good morning. Bob the Boulder's with us. Good morning again. Another departure to come. I do need to deal with the waiting on this camera in a moment. Balance. Right. Another one on its way. So this departure now. Sorry, is your Luxair service to Luxembourg, so it's Lima X-ray, Lima Golf Echo, and it's a Dash 8-400 plane I've flown a couple of times with Flybe. God rest them. And it was a great experience, great plane. Something very raw about the fact when they just put the engines up on those planes, you really feel it. I know jet engines, you get this real sense of thrust, but with these type of planes, it was amazing. think we're off to Ibiza next. That's a nice thought, isn't it? That's a very nice thought. Lima, Charlie, Yankee Papa for the next departure. Which is this one, sorry. Paul Usher, good morning. Catherine Green, good morning. Absolute pleasure to virtually meet any of you who are just joining us for the first time. Welcome to the channel, it's Planecaster, and hope you'll join us for many more shows. It's and I also just have to say, this is not an airport that sadly I regularly transmit from, but I'm on a little tour which kind of finishes today. But if you like this airport, make sure you get SDTV in your subscribe list on YouTube, because he is here, Chris is here every Friday afternoon. Does a load of other London airports as well: Stansted, Heathrow, Gatwick. Couple of gaps now at the airport for inbounds. Those gaps no doubt be filled up very soon. Catherine says you need a membership button on here. Catherine, I would absolutely love to put a membership button on there, but I don't have the required amount of viewing hours yet. Channel's reasonably new, started in February. Haven't had a meteoric rise in numbers until very recently, and obviously it's all relative compared to some of the other channels, but I would love to offer that type of thing. You can go to patreon.com/Planecaster. We have a membership thing there, or you could go to buymeacoffee.com/Planecaster, but none of that is required. We're just very glad that you're all here to watch the streams and watch this amazing air traffic with us, or with me, I should say. Ben, haven't done Heathrow. I understand that Heathrow is quite hard to get a good position. It is very popular for obvious reasons, and actually it's served so well by so many different people, including SDTV, who I mentioned earlier, and also don't forget Aviation Hunters, who have some great stuff from Heathrow as well, and obviously the channel that invented the whole industry, I think. Big Jet, of course, Big Jet TV, you'll find them at Heathrow a couple of times a week. So it doesn't feel like anything I can add to, I think. Oh, no problem, Chris. Catherine, sorry, Chris, this is very much an airport which Chris serves every single week, so I'm just a visitor here. Chris, SDTV, one of my many inspirations for setting up this channel. Just looking at air traffic going over the top of me, I think it's just a little Airbus into Heathrow, and I think maybe these departures are kind of set up in such a way that we just wait for that to kind of fly over, as it were. Another start-up you can hear there. So Birds and Insects as Dog, it's actually 500 subscribers now. The YouTube change it for certain channels, and mine has changed to 500, so I've well exceeded that, but it's all about the viewing hours now. Oh, okay, Lewis at London Plane Spotting also streams here from time to time. Okay, well, make sure you get that into your subscriptions as well, into your subscribe list on YouTube, if you love this airport. I know we've seen Mac Aviation down here as well, doing a little visit, and I think even Airport Action down as well. So you're well covered, but only Chris does it every single week from SDTV. Not today though, because he's on holiday. I believe he's taking a well-earned rest. Thank you, Nick. Yes, great minds. There you go. Some more canoeists about to come past. Paul, good morning. Jazegi watching from Nairobi, Kenya. Good morning. Miles Harrison, greetings from Sydney and Sid Squad, and great to see you streaming, and well done on acknowledging fellow streamers. I'd always do that. No, absolutely. I don't know why. I don't know why we see other channels declining to do that, really. We're all in this thing together, aren't we? You know, it's just a... You rarely get far in life by not acknowledging the people who are in the same industry as you, you know? Quite a delay for this one, isn't it? Thank you, Miles. Appreciate those very, very kind words. Thank you. Just going to zoom in a little bit more here as you see some canoeists coming past. I'm sure they don't want to be on TV this morning or on YouTube. Excuse me. Evie was at NHR the other day. Someone stole a laptop from behind us, chased after him, got it back. Yeah, watch your gear, absolutely. Very, very conscious of that. So I'm just wondering if we're seeing some bird chasing going on here. Bird clearing. Goodness me, 162 of you now this morning. Fantastic stuff. Oh man, these people on this Ibiza flight are like, come on, we just want to get to the party. Oh, we're off. Are we off, or are we just... Or are we limping home? Limping back to stand? Oh, not looking good for the Ibiza flight this morning, is it? Another one for departure soon, Lufthansa. Let's have a look here then. Oh yeah, not looking good for the BA, is it? It was so close, but they've decided not to go for some reason. All in the name of safety, which is what this industry is all about. Now, we have another one coming in. Everybody saying kindly about the likes and subscribes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you helping us out with that messaging. Really do. Thank you. The inbound is in from Amsterdam, Embraer 190. Well, I'm not going to Ibiza. Perhaps the Venga Boys can re-release their much-loved 90s classic, We're Not Going to Ibiza. Yeah, I love it. Love it. The BA looks like it's turned, as you'll see in a minute, as this inbound comes past. The BA has just turned behind the lifty. So maybe whatever it was they've got sorted out, and they just needed a little bit of time to go through checklists, etc. Perhaps it's someone desperate for the loo. Can't take off with someone in the carsy, can you? So when I mentioned Heathrow earlier, obviously we just talked about something that happened to Heathrow a couple of days ago or yesterday or whatever. But yeah, don't forget EV Aviation is also live from Heathrow on very regular occasion. So many great UK streaming stuff from airports. Chris Scapoli says, is it runway change? I don't think so. Oh right, loose melon. I was on a city flight not that long ago and we had to line up and vacate 3 times over for planes coming in. Man. Must have got dizzy. Frankfurt service is what you're looking at now. Embraer 190LR, and it's rolling. There we go. Some more departure action for you. Effortless. Absolutely lovely. What scenes? (8:03) live from London City Airport. This is Planecaster. My name is Danny, and I am thrilled to bring this to each and every one of the 224 currently of you who are watching. So thank you very much. Paul Usher, saw it when it was 223, just went up one, Paul. You want to see more of this sort of stuff? Primarily we are at Bristol Airport, but today and yesterday doing a little London trip to see some family. I'm from Essex originally, so went to see my old man. So thought take in some London airport action. Hello to any lurkers watching We Don't Bite, says Ben Hartley. Absolutely, I've never seen Ben Hartley bite at all. In fact, any of the people who are chatting, no one bites. All's good. Come and say hello. Hello, very friendly bunch of people. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear where you are, what you're up to. Lufthansa jump in the queue. Ibiza next, hopefully. Still waiting. Oh no, no, look. Look at that, of all the cheek. That reminds me of those roads where two junctions go into one and somebody always nips in when they're not meant to. This is your Luxembourg private Cessna 510 Citation Mustang. XAir is the airline, and it's the registration of this is quite apt considering the manoeuvre. He's just pulled over the they've just pulled over the Ibiza flight. It's F Ha Foxtrot Hotel Alpha Hotel Alpha. Nice to see them having a sense of humour when they named that one. What a wonderful time of the morning to be up and about in this wonderful city. The scenes you are watching this morning are live from London City Airport, right in the heart of the Docklands. When we have a moment, we'll do another little pan round so you can see some of the familiar buildings. See if we can see anybody on the Emirates airline as well, which is always great fun. Sarah Deal, good morning. Dial, hello Danny. Thank you very much. Great shots. Appreciate that. Thank you. Now got to the point where I'm probably missing loads of people who are on the chat who've said hello because I'm not used to it being so busy, but good morning to each and every one of you, and thank you for being here. Look at that. F ha ha. Love that registration. Right, Ibiza, take 2. Can we try and get this take right, please? Catherine says, I'm going to have to log into the Bristol shows. Well, I certainly hope you do, Catherine. It would be great to for you to join us and see some different sites from our vantage point of Bristol, which, despite doing this thing for at least 6 months from Bristol, I only just found a new spot the other day, which is miles better than my existing spot. So there we go. Calamity laden as ever. Come on, Ibiza, you've got this. Hello, we're watching from Melbourne, Australia. John, well, welcome. That's John Vogel, and just seeing any other names while we wait for this Ibiza. Mike Wild, good morning from Warrington. Just having a bacon and grilled tomato toasted bun. Thank you for your kind words, Mike. Wish I had your bacon and grilled tomato toasted bun. I do have a cake that my stepmom gave me yesterday, and I was so disciplined not to eat it because I really wanted to eat it there and then, and I've got it in my little drawer here, so that might be coming out later to keep me going. Come on now, Ibiza. Bye for now, Simon. Thanks very much for joining us. Really good to have you back. You're from Essex, we'll never guess. Alright mate, leave it out. Don't want any no trouble, do I? Leave it. Here we go. Ibiza has plucked up the courage. Let the party begin. Proper late departure for that one, and but we're very glad for the crew on that plane and the passengers that they're going to get to the Ibiza sunshine in a couple of hours or so, so that's good news. Good morning from Somerset, says Vanessa Holbrow. Good morning to you. Cakes don't last long when I'm around, Andy C says. I know that feeling. Gary Gold, morning all. Pilot finished his breakfast on the Ibiza flight. There are many theories, but that might actually be the accurate one. I mean, you don't want to be spilling Rice Krispies, do you? You're sort of hurtling down the runway. It's a very steep angle takeoff here as well, isn't it, as I understand, so you don't want to be spilling your cereal. So, nothing on approach, but we've definitely got some departures to come, as the airport's still looking pretty full. So, give you a sort of slow pan here so you can see how busy it is still. And as promised, because I think this just looks absolutely amazing, look at that. London as it wakes up. Ben Hartley is watching from Bedfordshire. Canary Wharf is there. Some of the more familiar buildings. Just have a look, see if we can see anybody on the Emirates airline. There we are. It's an absolutely great service, that is. A little bit like scary. I was a little bit scared on it. Not scared, but I never quite understand how those cars stay on the cables. It just feels to me like they're just hooked over. And a little bit of wind and they're just going to bobble off. Of course, that never happens. Anyway, that's just me and my irrational, daft fears. I'd still go on it though. Might go on it later. Look at that, folks. Look at it. Look at it. Let's give you the across the water shot. Really fantastic year, folks. My name's Danny. The channel is called Planecaster. Please do press that subscribe button if you're new to us, as it won't cost you anything, but it will make a huge difference to the amount of people who get to see the channel. And there's nothing better than chatting to loads of you here, all into this wonderful field of aviation. Mick Hardy, good morning from Spain. How are you, Mick? Gary Gold's in Scotland now, originally from Essex. If you're watching, by the way, on any of the other social channels, I can't chat to you because I won't see your messages. But welcome, and if you want to have a chat, come over to YouTube. That's all the action is over on YouTube primarily. I hear the sound of a startup. So we'll definitely be seeing that Geneva outbound soon, the 220, and the Embraer 190 SR is one of them starting up at the moment. Oh, apparently Dottie Hartley is getting ready for school at the moment. No problem, Paul. Good morning, Dottie. Make sure you're not late. It's 8:15 already. Just thinking, I've brought you many of the iconic sights of the Docklands so far this morning, but I haven't brought you a DLR train yet. That's no problem. I've got a DLR line in front of me, but that goes into the airport, and a DLR line behind, so we've got it all going on. As soon as one comes, I'll pan round. Miss Walls 13, good morning. Welcome to the channel, Peter Bozio, good morning. It's London City is his favourite airport, watching from Bedfordshire. Peter, I hope you've got STTV in your YouTube, because every Friday you'll get action. There's the DLR from STTV. Not today though, he's on holiday, but apart from that, every Friday. I'm sure you already know this, but I just, considering Chris does this airport such a great service week in, week out, I feel it's the only fair to give him a mention. Okay, so it's this one. Looks to be making the next move. Paul Martin's putting the washing on. He's getting stuff done today, no messing around. There goes a little baby in front. BA manoeuvring now. Look at that angle of the nose gear there, nose wheel. Absolutely amazing. What wonderful sights this morning from London City Airport in the heart of the Docklands here. There was a great story in the... let's catch that actually on the taxi down. There is another one in front of this, but we'll catch that when it takes off. great story this morning on one of the newspaper sites about a thunderclap so loud it made people almost fall off their chair yesterday. It was around Docklands area. I remember driving through an absolute monsoon down the M11 onto the North Circular to get here. It was absolutely insane for about 10-15 minutes. Never seen rain like it. Okay, a bit further down the runway, this is happening. Neville Bounds. Neville, royalty has joined the channel. Neville, I know you through Airline Pilot Guy, actually. Or I don't know you, but I know the name. So Neville, good morning. Very much enjoying your channel and coverage today. Currently sitting in the Doubletree Hotel, not far from you. Fantastic, fantastic. Are you travelling? I saw the Doubletree earlier. Yes, it's just behind me, isn't it? I can see it right now. Yeah. Hope you're off somewhere nice, Neville. VKT from Vietnam, good morning. So sorry if I do miss any of you. Numbers are amazing for this channel because still relatively new, and I haven't kind of got used to reading the chat at full speed. Inbound on the way. Neville can probably see this from the window as well. This is the Edinburgh inbound. Golf Lima Charlie Victor Lima. Yeah, so Neville, for some reason, and probably because I don't do enough driving which is where I normally consume my podcasts, I haven't had the chance to listen to PT UK yet, despite, obviously, I know it's a fantastic aviation podcast. I got hooked on Airline Pilot Guy, and many, many years ago, when I used to drive a long way to work, did quite a lot of miles, but I promise you, I will get that in my subscribe list and have a good listen. Catching a little bit of wind on the way down there. Lovely stuff though, lovely. So that's your Edinburgh inbound. Let's have a look there. This will be the Inverness departure, which is a Embraer Phenom 300. Charlie Sierra Papa Hotel Echo, if you are making note of all the registrations this morning. I'll just pan out a little bit, and then you've just got the BA patiently waiting there, which is going to be going to Frankfurt. Oh, brilliant, Peter. Glad that you got that as a regular thing. And yeah, it is like, when you think of all the amazing people that go to making an airport work on so many different levels, everybody has a role to play. It's just amazing. It's just so coordinated as well. wonder if Nev can give us a wave. Give us a wave, Nev. Don't know where you are. It'd be quite hilarious if that was him in the window just then. Right. Frankfurt departure now with BA. Folks, I said this yesterday because it genuinely was true. I'd never seen numbers like this before, and now we're at 283. I've never seen numbers like that before, so this is just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and just spending some time with us watching these great sites. If you have a moment to spare and could just press that subscribe button, it won't cost you anything, but it will be wonderful, wonderful for the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Fantastic. I think I can hear some more startups. In terms of radar, it looks like a Berlin service and the 220. Perhaps that's the 220 now. Luton's busier, says Paul Martin. Hey, we have our moments at Bristol as well. This livery is very nice, isn't it? Tap Rettels, good morning. This BA that's off actually, any second. Charlie Yankee Zulu. This is the Berlin service. Another turn on a sixpence, love it. You're joining us live from London City Airport this morning. It's 8:30, just about Friday morning, and the temperature not quite what it says on the screen, I'm afraid. Slight error on my part there, but it's a cool wind, not too challenging on the ground, but when you watch the takeoff there, you can see that they're being caught by a little bit of turbulence on the way up. Probably nothing to surprise any of the pilots, but yeah, quite a nice day for flying on all accounts. Paul Martin, they should get an A380 to land here. That's an idea. That would be quite the sight, wouldn't it? That would be maybe an empty one. You know, an empty one with the as a demonstration doing the whole massive braking thing. The only downside is with the A380 here, I think that it would probably take out half the terminal with the length of the wing, even when it was on the runway. There's not much space to play with here at LCY. Those engines on the 220, don't they look lovely? There is actually one on approach. So approaching now into London City. Currently at 2,300 is a Frankfurt inbound. Embraer 190 LR Delta Alpha Echo Charlie Golf is the registration. It's a Lufthansa flight. My first ever flight was from Luton Airport as a kid, and the first flight was quite uneventful. The next year we went on holiday, came back, landed in some quite heavy wind, and it was Britannia 737-200, and I do remember that was a very hard landing. They were out checking the gear as we got off the plane. Well, that's what it looked like to me as a kid. I was probably got it wrong, but it was like one of the bins fell open as we landed as well, and some stuff came out the top. It was quite funny. Super bit of braking there, look. A little bit of moisture in the air, which wasn't forecast today. Our next departure today will be the Berlin service we spoke about earlier. It's currently just down here. Excuse me. Oh, good lord. Right, okay. How there are 325 of you watching this right now, I do not know, but I am absolutely thrilled about it. Thank you, folks. Thanks for joining us. I've never seen numbers like this. It's all new for me, so in absolute awe at the moment. Thank you. MP78, I'll get you that information. We have another one on approach as well, so we won't miss that for you. So London City Airport this morning. This report was from 8:20. Wind is from direction 270 with a speed of 6 knots. Wind direction varies between 190 and 320 degrees. The flight category is VFR. Visibility is 10k or more. Scattered clouds 900 feet. Temperature 13 degrees. Ignore what it says on the screen. Dew point is 11. Humidity is 88%. And the QNH is 99 hectopascal. That's your weather. Now it's over to Gino in the kitchen. Be cooking up a storm. I could do this morning, couldn't I? Right, here's the inbound. This is in from Zurich. It's an Embraer 190 E2 Helvetic. I need to do a battery change in just a second, folks, which will mean a blank screen just for a few seconds. If I don't change it, it'll be a blank screen for many hours. So I'm just going to zoom out there and prepare myself, if you don't mind, folks. James Critland, good morning. WB Travels, good morning from Buenos Aires. NZ plane spotting, good morning from New Zealand. 353 of you. I'm losing my mind here. Right, let's see what's going on here. Let me show you. Hopefully, this one will get a move on, and then we'll bring you the Swiss departure, which is making its way to the end of the runway now. There's also an arrival to come, so blimey, this is not a good time to change battery, is it? Tell you what, folks, if it's all the same, just bear with me. Pretty sure... No, don't bear with me. You'll do this one first. that shot, folks. Look at that. You know we want to have a look at that, don't you? Right. Folks, just bear with me 1 second. This is not a slow job. I'm just going to change it. Screen's going to go blank just for a second. The sound again. There you go. Told you we wouldn't be long. And we haven't missed the landing either. Look, there we are. If somebody on the stream could just let me know the sound's okay now we're back, that would be great. Thank you. Little bounce down there. The much bigger Swiss looks on. I can't believe the 380 was there at just that second. What a great, great opportunity. Ninja. I think F ha ha will always be my favourite one though. Right, let's rush back as we've got this other one to come. Ben, thank you, appreciate that. Sometimes when I disconnect and reconnect, we get the pictures, but the sound just declines to work. That's good news. Right, another arrival is on the radar. It's coming in from Dublin, another Embraer 190 with City Flyer, British Airways, sorry, and now it's time for this one. Beautiful A220. Dwell on that, I'm afraid. WB Travel says A220 largest aircraft currently operating into and out of city. Used to be the 318. Sorry folks, a little bit of camera shake there. Lovely stuff. I was a bit late for the reverser there, wasn't I? A bit late. So the lovely liveried plane is heading down for departure. Another one on approach now. And a Glasgow for takeoff. Some of these takeoffs this morning have absolutely blown my mind in terms of how quick they rotate. It just makes you wonder. It must be felt absolutely amazing on the plane itself. Talk about push back in your seat. There we go then. Have a quick one there. Another funky shot to come. Here we go. There we are. Not quite as good as the previous one. It's heading over into Heathrow. Is that an A330 I'm looking at there? Not sure. Let's not miss this landing now. Good morning, Danny. First time to the stream from Chilly Hole. Penthorn says that. Great coverage, thank you. You're very welcome, and it's wonderful that you're here. Thank you for joining us. Brakes working just fine on that. "15 seconds WB travel says on that lift off, on that rotate, sorry. That is nuts, isn't it? Oh, look. Where are we? There we are. Just to assure you, this absolutely isn't lining up now for London City. Right, can't dwell on it too much because we've got stuff going on over here. Just going to make a change to the stabilisation because it's I think it's fighting me this morning. Here you go then. Give you a bit of a panned out shot on this one for a second so you can see the angle from the start. And there is London as the working day is probably well underway actually for London anyway. Just going to make some adjustments here. Nothing on the in or out for just a second, so we can take a look at these iconic views. Some amazing clouds in London as well today. There's 370 of you watching this morning, and I'm blown away by your support. Thank you. Thanks for joining us this morning. Thank you and welcome to the stream if it's new to you for the first time. If you have a moment to click that subscribe button, and I can assure you you're not going to miss anything for just a second, then you will have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. A lot of what we do here at Planecaster is actually based on some of our on-screen graphics, and we have little alerts and things for the stuff you're actually seeing on the screen. I can't do that here at London City, but I will be able to do it in the future, but not at the moment. But when you join us from Bristol, you'll notice some extra action with the graphics and stuff like that, which is part of, I guess, what makes Planecaster unique. There's the DLR just pulling into the airport there. It really is a beautiful morning here. Also, I've just noticed down here, that through the, between those buildings is quite pleasing. Well, it's not quite centred, but we'll let that off. Silver Mist, good morning Danny, great stream, thank you very much, appreciate that. Good morning to everybody. I'm sure there's people on here I haven't said hello to. Let's have a quick look and see what's going on. There's something in the sky over here, which, oh, it's just gone in the clouds. Goodness sake. Sorry, folks. Actually, let's have a look at the, can see what's going on over here. For a moment. Bit of refueling taking place. Don't see the names of all the new subscribers, but I do see some of them. So as they come up, I'll try and say hello to you. But I have a real weird thing. John Mee is new. Welcome, John Mee. A weird thing with subscribers that I don't get to see all the names, which narks me because I'd love to say hello to each and every one of you. So a little period of relaxation just for a second. Visualise, first time to the channel, great coverage, thanks. Need to leave now from a super sunny Isle of Wight. Enjoy the sunshine and Visualise, and thank you very much for joining us, and welcome along. Looks like Belfast is waking up at the moment, and the Palma de Mallorca service, actually, which is a little Embraer Praetor 600. That also looks like it's waking up on the radar. And that's right down the other end. Just trying to work out if it's that one. But probably not, because the door's still open. Oh well, I'm sure we'll find out soon. Heathrow line up there as well. There we are, that's your next departure on the move now. It's Belfast, as we said. This one, registration is Golf, Lima Charlie Alpha Bravo. Embraer 190. Embraer definitely owns this airport, doesn't it? One of the things that you're getting to see from this angle is just how coordinated the lineups into, Heathrow are. So there's one just come from my right hand side there, and there's one now just coming from my left hand side, all sort of being slotted in perfect unison. I mean, air traffic control is just amazing, isn't it? It's amazing here, but at Heathrow, I mean, it's next level, isn't it? Or London Control perhaps deals with it all. I don't really know how the air traffic control system's made up, but it is amazing nonetheless. Sorry for the sun, probably making the shots a little bit dimmer than they otherwise would, but hopefully you're able to see these wonderful sights. Warm greetings from Dusseldorf, says Sophie Devaldi. Good morning to you. Warm greetings back to you. It amazes me how peaceful this is, this area, considering just, you know, that we're opposite a decent-sized airport. Or a decently busy airport. And in fact, the other amazing thing is, like, how quiet is it? Just in terms of, like, the fact the airport's there, you can hear a little bit of noise, but it's not deafening at all. WB Travel says a really cool private jet is inbound, an Embraer Praetor 00 with a really nice livery. Okay, so how far out is that one, WB? Not seeing it on the horizon at the moment. Oh, it's this 600. Okay, so it's arriving in about 3 minutes. Okay. FlexJet Operations Malta. Registration of that inbound that WB is talking about is 9 Hotel Dash Julia Foxtrot X-ray. Something's spinning up and going down again. I can't quite work out what it is. Bongering around with Chris. Morning, new to your stream. Where do you normally stream from, please? Bristol is the answer to that question. Bristol Airport in the southwest of England, and that's my kind of local airport to where I live. I live in Cardiff, but there's not too much going on at Cardiff. So Bristol Airport once a week at the weekends. It was during the week, but will be the weekends from now and on a little London tour just yesterday and today. That inbound Embraer private jet is just crossing the M25, if you know your geography around here. So we'll see that on the horizon in just a moment. But before that, we're going to see this departure. Beautiful blue skies over London now. Absolutely beautiful. .27 is the runway in use today. So taken off to the west, landing from the east. To this as well, going into Heathrow. Now where did it go? Very rudely flown through a cloud. It's not very nice, is it? Thank you, there we are. That's heading in as well, is that what that is. A350 maybe? And talking of the way things are slotted into Heathrow, right above my head is the next one. 320 I think. And then we've got this inbound for, still not visible to me I'm afraid, but we'll bring it to you as soon as it does appear on the horizon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 airliners in at the minute. Maybe another one behind the building there, I can't see. Excuse me. So plenty of departures and arrivals to come. I now can see this Embraer. Sorry about the sun, folks. I suppose that probably is hampering your viewing a little bit there. It's giving me a bit of trouble. Trying to find the... there we are. Right, okay. Try and zoom in on this. I know you're interested in this one. Greased it down. Love the stripes. JFX. Paul Martin's got to disappear. Thanks very much for being with us this morning, Paul. Appreciate it, and have a great day. Love your stream. See you at Bristol soon. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. Thank you. Just really kind words as well. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Let's have a look. What is coming up for you? Bongering around me, Chris says Bristol's our favourite airport to fly from. Oh, it's great fun, Bristol. It's a nice airport. 24 minutes journey. Belgium in 24 minutes. Are you serious? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Right. Okay. 340 wonderful people watching our stream this morning. As of yesterday, the highest I'd ever hit, and yesterday was massive, 250. So, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. I'm thrilled. Kelly Grimsey, congratulations on the last 2 days. It's been awesome. Also love the Bristol streams. Thank you so much, Kelly. You know, one of the other things as well is that internet has been a constant bugbear, despite forking out a fortune for it to bring you sort of business level, decent internet so that we can stream in great quality. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Just had an absolute nightmare with the equipment. So I've replaced the equipment and we're using a different connection. We've got 2 available to us. And that has really held out well from what I can see. We're not 4K, can't do 4K at the moment, but you never know, it kind of gives me more confidence to think that that could be something to bring you soon. But what I am enjoying bringing you is 50 frames a second HD, which means you should get a beautifully smooth picture. That's providing, of course, I'm not tripping over the tripod, which is one of my favourite tricks. Picture's not so smooth then. Just keeping an eye open for any action. Debbie's here. Good morning, Debbie. Ben, WB, blah, blah, blah. Right, okay. Just want to make sure I don't miss anybody, but I probably will have. Paul tells me earlier we peaked at 387 viewers. Thank you, Paul. I'm flabbergasted, which is a great word, and you shouldn't overuse that word. But today is the day where that word gets used, 100%. Give you an idea what's going on at the stands. This one looks like a nice, interesting one to watch, doesn't it? Passengers boarding. Now, what's that going into Heathrow there? An American 777, is it, I think? no winglets? Is that a 777? Cannot believe how beautiful this weather is. We've been so lucky. I mean, I've had my fair share of bad luck with weather, if you've watched previous streams, but I'll take the good luck as well, because it's just been amazing, absolutely amazing. Carlos, I don't think we need 4K. How it is, in my opinion, looks really good. Well, that's great, Carlos. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I mean, the 4K streams are just stunning. They are stunning, but you know, I do believe it's about making sure you've got the frame rate as well, so you've got the smoothness of the action you're looking at. Sophie Devaldi, best English lessons. Thank you. Debbie 13 loves London City. You have my full agreement. I totally agree with that. It is just iconic. I live in Cardiff, and it's a great city to live in, but I always have a few pangs of jealousy when I come to London, I have to say, especially in respect to being able to get from A to B across the city using the vast array of transport networks. And anybody who hears me talk about this will get bored of me talking about it. The Elizabeth line is really something else. That was an American 777. Brilliant, Ben. Thank you for confirming that. Here's a quick live look at the wind for you. As you can see, when we read the METAR out earlier, it does swivel around a bit. But it's not too strong. Dave Hughes, good morning. Welcome along to the stream. For those of you who are new to the stream, it is Planecaster, and you're very welcome. Thanks very much for joining us this morning. If you haven't yet, press that subscribe button, and you have a moment to do so, and you're not going to miss anything, I promise. It's just quieting down for a few moments. Please do that, and it means the world to us, and it means lots of other people get to see the stream as soon as you do that. It won't cost you a penny, of course. Thank you ever so much. We do have an inbound, so let's bring that to you now. This is in from Amsterdam. Papa Hotel Echo X-Ray Charlie is the Embraer 190 registration. Man, I have got to fly from this airport. It just looks great fun. And actually, I'm going to do it on a Friday afternoon, hopefully, so that I get to see it on SDTV as well. SDTV, make sure you have subscribed to that channel. I'm sure if you've found me today, you'll already know about SDTV anyway, but SDTV are live from here every week, but not today, as Chris is on holiday, but he'll be back next week from this airport every Friday afternoon, bringing you a very, very busy Friday tea time rush. Sun coming out properly now, might even get to take a layer off. Nice view of the back end of the Embraer there. Peter Bozier says, hi Danny, love your camera. When you're able to get 4K, it'll be icing on the cake. Well done. Thank you, Peter. Much appreciated. Good morning, Sharon Howarth. Good morning. And Jabna Glub, good morning from Nuremberg. Arthur Benny, good morning everyone. Greetings from a very sunny Northumberland. First time on the stream, great quality. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome and thank you. Thank you for coming. You will hit 1,000 subs today. I've got the feeling, says Carlos. Oh, I hope you're right. I really do hope you're right. That would be amazing. It's just one here to bring you. What do we have here? BA... not looking at the radar honestly, but is that a A350 1000? I guess it could just as easily be a Dreamliner, not sure. Okay, this will be heading out now. It's now like beautiful sunshine and I'm dressed in a raincoat. Ever the British weather pessimist. I've got to say thank you to London City Airport as well. We always try and make contact with the airports that we transmit from, and it was nice to hear back. Some of the airports you just don't even get an answer at all, but London City were straight away answered back, and really appreciate that. Don't actually need anything from the airport as such, but I just feel it's the right thing to do when you're filming, to sort of liaise and tell them what you're up to really, and then it makes things a bit smoother. Don't want to be chucked in the back of a van, do I? God, that sun is mega now. I hope it is not ruining your enjoyment of the shots today. Catch that one in a moment. Another one departing now, or making its way down to depart. Let's have a quick look and see what we're looking at here. So, first to depart will be the Frankfurt service with Lufthansa. Possibly the second one. I haven't got destination info on that one yet. We've got a Malaga service, a Dublin, and a London, not a London City service. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Sorry. That's one that hasn't been updated yet. I have a feeling the shots in the sun are not particularly great, so as soon as those planes begin their takeoff roll, I'll bring them down to you, but at the moment let's look at something that's probably a bit easier to see on the screen. So Jim Baird says it's a great airport to fly into and have done it 5 times. Jim, that's great. I really, really would love to do that. Ben, one of the things I love about the live stream is that you try and go through all the comments. The same could be said for SDTV. Chris always tries to read his comments out. Yep, absolutely. Well, if you take the trouble to write, at least what you can do is acknowledge them. I'm just got a feeling as numbers go up, I'm not quite so good at seeing them all, but hopefully I'm catching them. If I've missed anything this morning, please do say hello, and I'll try and catch you again. Jab McGlub says that one is going to Nice. Brilliant, thank you. Nothing rolling yet, but as soon as it rolls, I will take you back to the action. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. I've also got this private jet, which is on the move. Is that the one we saw just come in? That was a quick job, wasn't it? There is an inbound to bring you though. Just sneaked in behind the sun. Let's see if I can locate it in the sky. The sun playing havoc with my vision at the minute. Right, there we are. Oh dear me, that sun is havoc, isn't it? Maybe I need to be zoomed in more on these things. Is that a little wave we got there? Or a little thumbs up? Couldn't quite see on my monitor. You have to tell me if you spotted that, folks. He might be giving me the middle finger, I don't know. Brixton Chilico, this is an HD camera, it's a Panasonic XF200. It's not the smallest, but I wanted it to be, I thought I'm going to commit to HD rather than 4K for a while, and I want the pictures to be good. And I need the ability for things like remote zoom and stuff like that, which is part of this kind of prosumer range. It's quite an old camera though, but I know the world is on 4K now, but yeah, it's served me well actually. Right, let's get this one for you. Sorry folks, I've just realised I had something on the camera on. Got distracted. I do apologise. Next departure roll, not far away. And there, the sun is playing havoc. 388 of you joined us this morning. Welcome to Planecaster at London City Airport. Hoping that you are looking good, feeling fine, and enjoying the pictures that we're bringing from you today. Brixton Chili Co says the planes go directly over his house in Lewisham. Fantastic. Yeah, that is amazing. Sort of, you see them first, and then you can watch them actually land on the ground. I love that. I love that thing as well, where you've got streamers at other airports, and you can watch plane in out of one airport and then into another. We're all nerds at heart, aren't we? Ben Hartley, I've been watching Chris's streams for a while now. I really like you've got that inspiration. Yeah, absolutely. It's, we wouldn't, you wouldn't. I think if you're inspired by something, then the least you can do is give credit to that. Wonderful sights and sounds from this iconic airport. And just to repeat again, if you like this airport, make sure you've got STTV in your subscription list, because Chris is here every Friday afternoon for the tea time rush. He won't be here today because he's on holiday, but he will be here next week and every week beyond. Is Canary Wharf and London Docklands area. Got another departure to bring you though, so we can't dwell on that. Okay, 399 views. If it touches 400, I'm going to lose my mind this morning. I mean, I've never seen 300, let alone 400. Yesterday, I'd never seen 200. So. This is absolutely okay, so it just went to 403. It's just crazy. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. It's the Planecaster channel, and bringing you departures and arrivals from a stunning, sunny London City Airport. A twin cool shot coming up, I think, possibly just here. There you go. The benefit of lots of Heathrow traffic that you get to see. But back to London City action and another departure. Morning, Keith's here. Morning, Dad. And subs up to 961. Carlos, this is. Rachel says, "Wow, up like rockets," says Debbie 13. They really, really do take off. Wonderful angle here. I mean, in the scheme of things, it's pretty helpful considering there's a load of skyscrapers in the distance, but it really is quite epic. A beautiful, beautiful day here in London. Another departure to come. It is rapid fire departures. The airport is emptying out nicely. One second, there we are. Sorry for the camera work all over the place. I'm being blinded by the sun. Unfortunately, I have to go back to work. It was a lovely hour in London, Sophie Devaldi says. Thank you and hopefully see you soon. All the best and continue to have a great stream. Sophie, thank you. And thanks ever so much for joining us this morning. So many kind people. Thank you for your lovely, lovely words. Let's see what sort of angle this one pulls. This one's off to Dublin. LCYK is the registration, this one. Lima Charlie, Yankee, Kilo. Lovely little suntan I'm getting here in the sun. That's the positive side of things. Here we go for the roll on this one. Try and stay close on this one as long as I can. But look at that rotation already. Great little segment of departures there. Nothing for a moment. So I have to bring you a few more shots of this. I love this. I find it a bit scary. I'd still go on it though. But I do love the Emirates airline. Is it still called the Emirates airline? And actually, of course, you're looking at the O2 there as well. And, I don't know if you've ever done this, you can go right across the O2 now. It's called Up at the O2. You can go right across the roof. It's brilliant. Brilliant experience. Pretty good value and a really, really fun thing to do. And if you don't like heights, don't worry, because you might think you're up high, but you're not really up high at all. I think that's the thing you climb there, and I'm just trying to work out if we can see anybody up there. It's quite a distance to zoom. But if you've ever thought of doing it, I've done it twice now, once with my kids and once with my wife, and it was just brilliant. Right. Guys, let's all click the like button and subscribe. That sounds like a great idea. Thank you, Carlos. Fun fact for everyone watching, in terms of size and capacity, LCY is actually the busiest airport in the UK. That's an amazing fact. Absolutely amazing fact. Let's see if we can bring you something that isn't too blemished by the sun. Let's have a look at the KLM there. Flights per size of airport, etc. I know they have a steep glide slope into LCY, says Brian, something like 6%, double the usual. but is it just as steep on departure? Brian, it is definitely an increased angle. I've read that, and I think on both. My eyes tell me that the departure angles are higher, even if it's not, because we're just looking at it from here, and you can see how steep it looks. I don't know the exact facts though, so I'm not going to. I'll probably wait for someone more knowledgeable to answer you on that one. Chile is great fact. Thanks for sharing, says Carlos. London City is the only UK airport with the steepest gradient on takeoff and approach due to the built-up area of Canary Wharf. There you are. Peter Bozier, sorry I got to go. Enjoyed your stream, thank you, and we'll watch you at Bristol. Take care. Peter, have a great day. Thank you. Bruce is in the house. Hello Bruce, how you doing? Alison Tidy says, makes a change from the BRS street. You won't see these ones coming over your house and then into the airport. Mind you, Alison, when we get back to Bristol, in just over a week, you will see, oh well, subject to weather, I'm just going to be explicit about that, you will see a new angle that I managed to find. I'm like the last person out of the entire plane spotting community to have found this spot. But much better angle than perhaps we've enjoyed previously, so I hope you're able to join us for the next stream, next Saturday I think. Keep an eye on the thing. By the way, if you want to get alerts, you can once you click the subscribe button, there's a little alert button. You can choose how you want to be alerted about future streams. Do excuse me, I've got hiccups. Great to have some many names here who I've indeed seen and probably chatted to on other streams as well, so it's good to see some familiar faces, familiar names. Welcome to everybody, wherever you are, across the country or wider, across the planet. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. You come and join us and watch these beautiful aircraft. Departure to come now. This one is off to Florence, which would be a rather lovely little trip to make, I'm sure. Sorry, completely blinded. There we are. Arrivederci. Is that what they say? Something like that. Got an inbound coming for you as well. Nearly missed it behind the sun's glare there. Another one heading down for departure. So sorry about the sun, folks. If I zoom in a bit, that's probably better for you, isn't it? I was really hoping I might see one of those Dornier 328. It's got an overwing kind of style of plane, isn't it? I was looking forward to seeing one of them. I haven't seen one so far. Maybe that's something that's more suited to the end of the day here. Carlos is watching from Birmingham, by the way. Alison says, skies have been busier above us, going into and departing BRS. Okay. What's the weather like down there, Alison? Is it as nice as it is here for the minute? Heathrow looks pretty quiet for the minute. But if there's anything big going in there, I'll catch it for you as well, don't worry. Next departure is off to Zurich. This is the Embraer E90-E2. Goosey, good morning. And Terry says, good morning from Northampton. Folks, I cannot quite believe it, but we're at 980 subscribers. Before I started this little trip yesterday, I was on 701. So the amount we have added in 2 streams is just beyond staggering. And thank you so much if you're one of the people who's pressed that subscribe button this morning. And thank you if you're one of our regular subscribers who's been here all the time. Thank you so much. If you haven't already done so, we'll give you a little break from the action in a moment, and please do press that button. It won't cost you anything, but it makes a world of difference to us. She goes, the E2, probably the first time I've seen an E2, I think. Beautiful smooth departure from Swiss Air there. Right, so we've got just a second as a BA taxiing down now. Some other great iconic sites in this area. Look, Tate and Lyle. Keeping the nation sweet for 140 years. What a skyline. What a skyline. What an amazing part of London, it has to be said. Planecaster, you will hit the 1K subs today. That would just be truly amazing. Truly amazing. I feel incredibly humbled by the support that everybody shows, not just to me, but to this entire streaming community, bringing you these amazing sites, and people tune in, and that's why we do it. Oh look, is that the Shard as well I'm seeing there, or was that something else? That's the O2, that's the Emirates airline, as we've showed you a few times this morning. Great area anyway. Let's have a look. What's going on with this one at the minute? CYN, surely this plane's called Cynthia. They're missing a trick otherwise. Alison Tidy says, sunny with some cloud, not much wind for a change. Yeah, Alison, it was pretty wild, wasn't it? For a few days. Neil Causer, good morning from a sunny Hereford. Ah, there you go. I'm not so far from you when I'm at home, Neil, in Cardiff. Well, nearer than this anyway. Hopefully I'm getting everybody's messages, but yeah, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Another engine startup I can hear. Let's mix it up a bit, shall we? Go over to this KLM. There's a flurry of activity around here as well. My goodness, 992. Wow. Wow. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Right, okay. Here, what's going on this one? This weather is astounding. I think probably the temperature indication that's on the screen that's been wrong all morning is about right now. So if you ever want to come and spot down here yourself, if a bit further afield you take a trip to London and you think, oh, I'd love to go and see the stuff at London City, it's really easy to get here. To where I'm standing now is very near, I forgot the name of the station, it's either Prince Albert or Albert Dock, which is a, I'll tell you right away. Royal Albert is the name of the station, and it's on the DLR, very easy to get to. One stop up is the, or two stops up is a connection with the Elizabeth line, so if you're doing left to right or east to west, west to east across London, the Elizabeth line is great. Now, let's not miss this departure though. come out the station, head towards the water, and you'll see exactly where the airport is in relation to yourself. It's just stunning. Look at it. Wow. So the airport has definitely emptied out now compared to when we got here this morning. Got a clump of 3 here, a BA further down to my left and a BA to the right. That feels like the almost like the lyrics to Stuck in the Middle of You, doesn't it? 300 likes apparently on the thing. I can't see that for myself, but thank you so much, everybody. Somebody turning up at an airport and pointing the camera at planes. In fact, any YouTube streamer doing anything. It is only important, it is only if anybody actually watches it that you kind of done what you set out to achieve. So thanks, but just thanks for watching, let alone pressing the button and liking stuff and everything. Thank you, just thank you. Just keeping an eye, nothing on inbound at the moment. Does look like the FlexJet operations Praetor 600 is still on the radar. Doesn't have a destination at the moment. Brian N says, I did a calculation of the takeoff slope of the Helvetic E190E2 at approximately 9,000 feet from LCY at City Hall. It had gained 1,550 foot according to a Flight Radar 24, making it a 9.8 degree slope. That would have felt wonderful, wouldn't it? Sit back in your seat and just enjoy that amazing scenery of London, but actually it might disappear a bit too quick because you'd be above the clouds. Not today, of course, but on many a day in London. Which one's going to be first out of these 3, do you think? Will it be number 1, KLM, Blue and Fun? Or number 2, the BA, First Away? Oh, there's another number 3, KLM. I can't think of anything witty to say for that one, sorry. Not that the first 2 points were particularly witty. Morning all from Ireland, says Norman Thompson. Good morning, Norman. And Kalpesh Ketia says, good morning all from Poole. I used to live in Thamesmead and in the flight path of City Airport. Great to see a channel focusing on LCY. Kalpesh, just to be absolutely honest with you, I'm only on a little tour here, and I love LCY. I watch SDTV's streams from here all the time, and so make sure you've got SDTV in your subscribe list, because Chris is here every Friday afternoon. Not today, because he's on holiday, but he's here every Friday afternoon in general, and bringing you all the action from this wonderful, iconic airport. So make sure you have him lined up. My friends, we're at a staggering 997 subscribers. Just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Now, looks like the fire department might be doing a little bit of a A bit of a sortie. Just kind of makes me think about, you know, that like the fire department, the fire station, the fire brigade. There is just one small element of this amazing operation that's needed to make an airport work, and it always amazes me when we're live at Bristol, which is our normal destination for streaming. Oh, interrupts himself. Hang on a second. There hasn't been much going in bigger sizes, so I thought I'd just catch this. On approach for Heathrow. Yeah, it just amazes me how much goes into making an airport work. It's all these separate teams, but they all have to work with each other. They all have to, you know, it's not 1,000 subs. It's not 1,000 subs. Oh my God, it's 1,002. Oh, that feels like an amazing milestone. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful, wonderful support. Don't know what to say. Just blown away. Absolutely blown away by that. My good friend Paul Cole did say to me yesterday, after yesterday's stream, he said that there's a bit of trajectory. Is that the right word? Trajectory going on. Things are moving in the right direction. So just thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate the words. Thank you, Chris. Much appreciated. It feels like a milestone after a long old slog since February, you know. And we've, like many of my peers, we've gone through technical problems galore. It's just not the easiest thing to achieve technically. You're relying on things that should work as they say they work, but they often don't. And then, of course, let's not mention the weather. And we all have our fair share of that. But on a day like this, beautiful weather, the sun is shining, and the love is shining down from this amazing community. I am so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. What about that then? What about that then? It's 1,006 now, as if 1,000 wasn't enough. It's just, yep, wow. So I start a new job Monday, and what a way to go into it. What a way after a lovely couple of days in London. Seeing my old man yesterday, and my uncle, who I haven't seen for, an auntie I haven't seen for like, feels like 25 years or 23 years. A great stream from Stansted yesterday, and then this. Brilliant. Thank you, folks. So the intention this morning was to stream until about 10 o'clock, but I was a few minutes late getting up and running this morning, so I think it's only right I'll stay with you for a few more minutes. If there's anything happening, I'm just actually, what I'll do is I'll check the schedules and just see what we've got going on. Greg T, good evening from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening. Paul Cole's been here since 7, early riser. Got an arrival actually, so it's worth staying for a few more minutes, folks. Let's catch this. Why can't I see it? Why can't I see it? I bet you can all see it and go, it's there, Danny, it's there, for goodness sake. Around there you go. And then on Wednesday night, was it Wednesday night? Yeah, Wednesday night. I'll have to tell you the story of acquiring this new bit of internet equipment, which seems to have made all the difference to the stability of the stream. That was something else, it really was. And another one of many arrivals into LCY this morning while we've been on air. Just going to zoom out for just a second, folks. That one that just landed there is coming from Dublin. Golf Lima Charlie Alpha Hotel. Yes, Dublin, Anthony. It is the Dublin one, yeah. Birds and insects, good morning. Congratulations on subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mark, congratulations on your 1,000 sub milestone. Love your BRS streams. I live on the flight path out of BRS. Fantastic, Mark. So you can see them come over before or after you see them on the Zoom. I love that. Bruce says, job work? What's that all about? Yeah, I know. I was made unemployed a couple of months ago, unexpectedly, and I have to say I was enjoying bringing you the midweek streams, but one has to go back and pay the bills for all these internet streams. So looking forward to getting back and doing that on Monday. And don't worry though, Planecaster still carry on bringing you the streams at the weekend, and back at Bristol Saturday week. Not tomorrow, but Saturday week. Can't wait to get back and get some of our tech fired up as well and bring you the graphics that we bring you at Bristol and on-screen info to a bigger degree than what we can do here at the moment. But I am working on it all the time. Anthony says hello from Italy. Alan Phillips, hey, just stumbled upon this channel, subscribe. Well done on getting to 1,000. Well, thank you, Alan Phillips, for being part of that journey and helping us do that. Really, really appreciate it. All the best going forward, he says, and the same to you, Alan. The BA that just came in, I think, is this one. I'm not going to kind of see everything there because of the little structure that's in the way, but leave it there for a second anyway. Birds and Insects as Dog is a great username. I love it. Sally Houston, good morning. I'm a new subscriber watching from Romford, a couple of miles from the airport, and I can see the planes taking off, then watch them fly over my house. Love it. Sally, welcome to the channel. Thanks for being part of our journey to 1,000 and or beyond. But I mean, it's just like absolutely. I mean, it's 1,014 now. It's like I remember when I was doing shows, and if we added 1 or 2 new subscribers, literally 1 or 2, all was good, you know. And I mean, this is just astounding. Bruce, I'm a coder, software web developer. So I'll be taking on a new full stack development role for a company right here in London, in fact, but working from home. Let's see if I can bring you that. It just has flown over for some reason. I can see it. There you are. There it is. It's like a V350, is it? Right, this, it turns out it was number 3, if you were watching earlier. So Alan Phillips says, you're very welcome, just got back from sunny Tenerife last weekend. Both me and my partner have got COVID since returning. Oh my goodness. Sorry to hear that. That'll teach us for going away and having a great time. I do hope that you come through it very quickly and it's out of your system. I do apologise. Don't mean to apologise, but I am very, very sorry to hear that that's the end of what's probably a great holiday. That's the last thing you need, isn't it? Make sure you rest up and get well soon. Both of you. This looks big. This looks big. So graceful flying through the air like that. It feels like if you're just slightly out in the open, anywhere in London, you're just going to see fantastic sights, like plane spotting just in the air, with stuff that's on approach to Heathrow and London City. It's just lovely. Well, folks, not long now. I'm going to have to make my departure. Let's have a quick look here. All right. The fire brigade team are doing a little practice run. They've been at the door open for some time now, so I expect this is just a bit of routine training. Regular training, a huge thing for an industry that's just so built on safety, like aviation is. Right. Folks, with your permission. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on just a minute. 777 somewhere over my head, allegedly. Oh wow, there we are. There it is. Can I get right up by the sun? Not sure if you can. There it is. Can't get the angle down anymore on that, folks. But you get the gist. Right, folks, I gotta go. Thank you so much for being part of our story this morning. It feels like an absolute milestone trip to London. It really does. To cross the 1,000 subs threshold just feels massive. Thank you so much for spending the time with us this morning. And thank you so much for your level of interaction on the chat. And whether you're just here to watch the action and get on with your work, maybe have it on another screen, or whether you're just doing other stuff as well, whatever it is, whatever brings you to watch aviation with us this morning, thanks ever so much. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. It's, This is the face of a very happy man who nearly just garroted himself on the wire. Do you know what? It's in the sun, isn't it? Let's spin it around this way. See, there we are. Let's spin it around that way. It's probably see me there. Thank you ever so much for your time today, folks. Thank you for the wonderful milestone of 1,000 subs. Hit that and still counting, so that's great. Loads of likes and just I mean, the amount of people viewing at once this morning, staggering. Thank you. We'll be back next Saturday, not tomorrow, Saturday week. And just to repeat, if you like this airport, if you like London City Airport, SDTV is the YouTube channel that's here every week. They won't be here this afternoon because Friday afternoon is his day because he's on holiday, but next week he's back and you'll get this action every single week. Enjoy, take care, much love. Thank you very much for joining us today. Goodbye.